Okay, so we'll start recording now for today's session about Pearson. Today we're going to introduce the speaking exams. We're going to look specifically at the speaking exam, but just a couple of extra things. So remember, if you are part of the Pearson 11 WhatsApp group, which is here, okay, it says here, the Pearson. Remember that up here, you will have the link to the Dropbox file, which has the extra work. Okay, so I'll put that in again. Okay, that is the Dropbox file where you have some material which you can download and you can use it yourself. The audios, the books, the answers. All right, esos son los libros, los audios, las respuestas. It's very, very good. And si quieres, de verdad, si quieres hacer más escritos, perfectamente. Yo solo estoy pidiendo 2 por semana en la plataforma. Podéis hacer en estos libros, los Skill Booster Books, en este enlace de Dropbox, podéis hacerlos y los podéis corregir con inteligencia artificial. Pero no hace falta que me mandáis a mí, porque va a ser perfecto. Es para ti, para que aprendes. Dice, bueno, eso me gusta cómo está escrito aquí, mi idea, pero bien escrito y bien expresado. ¿Ok? Eso es la ayuda de la inteligencia artificial. All right? So very, very important. And the other thing you will also see here is the grabación de la semana anterior. It will be pinned, okay? So that will also be here in the group. You can see the video on YouTube of last week's class, or in this case, this week's class, okay? So that's why it's very important to keep on using the WhatsApp channel, okay? You'll see all my WhatsApp. And the next thing I wanted to show you was this. Have you seen this? I sent this link. This is a 6-unit English improvement class for you. Sorry, an English improvement course for you. All right? So with this, you've got week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6. Okay. The maximum you can do is 1 week, 1 set of activities. Right. And then the next one will be open next week for you. In each one, there are 20 activities, some short writing and some reading questions. And it will give you a score. Okay, and you can track it. So if you do these 6 exercises, right, and then you can see your progress as well, week after week, right? This is my version, the developer's version. You will have a slightly different version, which, as you know, you can also see, if you want to see it on your telephone, it will look something like this, okay? Okay. ¿Conocéis este Adaptive AI, esta página? You know it?
No.
No?
No.
Okay, and this is my little secret for you. It's a secret. Adaptive AI. With Adaptive AI, you can design an app in about 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Okay, so maybe if you're thinking about some kind of interactive activity for your students at school, right? You honestly can design it in about 30 minutes. You do not need to know anything about computers, right? It's very, very easy. So you could say, you know, maybe you're teaching biology and you want to do a little quiz. Let's have a quiz about photosynthesis. You just ask the machine, Adaptive, and it will create a lovely quiz in about 5 or 10 minutes to send the link to your students. All right. So it's a very, very easy, and it's free. You can do like one app each week if you want to. So that I did that yesterday, very, very quickly. So use that, please. Use that as much as you can. Okay. Any questions before we begin? No. Okay, excellent. Oh, sorry, that's not the one, is it? We'll need that then. Okay, this is the one that you want. I know, this is the one that you want. What we're going to do. Mainly speaking. Mainly speaking. Okay, anybody tell me, how many parts are there to the speaking exam? How many questions in the speaking exam? Does anybody know? How many questions in the speaking exam? One? Two?
I think that there are three that are 10th, 11th, and 12th.
Wonderful. So we know it is question 11, question 10, question 11, and question 12. So there are 3 speaking parts, okay? And the total, how long do you have to speak for? Is it 2 minutes, 10 minutes, or 6 minutes? 2 minutes, 10 minutes,
6.
or
6.
6 minutes.
6 minutes. Okay, somebody wants to come in. Just a second. I'm just going to let them in. Okay, copy the invite link. Okay, 6 minutes. Wow. So all your speaking practice, you know, for 25% of the exam marks, 25% in 6 minutes. And if you're doing B2, in 5.5 minutes, so 30 seconds less. So it's a little bit easier, okay? But before we go on to the speaking, I want to look a little bit at some of our writing. Look at this. I want you to tell me, look at this writing, and tell me, what was the title? What was the title? Please have a look. Write in the chat box. So, right, don't tell me, write in the chat box. What was the title of this? What was the title? Write it in the chat box. I'll take a couple of minutes. You read it, read it. Okay, my good friends, come on. What was the title of this essay, of this writing piece, please? Write it in the chat box. I can't write for you. Anna Isabel is also coming. Okay. I will wait for you to write in the chat box, please. Oh, Immaculada is coming in too. Well, the title was not typical food, so I'm sorry. Typical food. No. That was the country with the best typical food. That's possible. Spanish food is the best. Okay. Alberto, that sounds like a good one. Spanish food is the best. Okay, but if we said Spanish food on top of the well, Jimena, yeah, maybe your blog. It's a Spanish food on top of the well. Spanish cuisine in the best. Spanish do it better. Maria, we'll take your word from it. We believe you. What is the best food in the world? Spanish typical food. Okay. Gastronomy of Spain. Wait a minute. Let's get rid of this. Our Spanglish gastronomy. No, thank you. All right. Astronomy, when we're looking at the stars. Astronomy. But gastronomy, it exists, but we don't like it. Bad word. Okay. Dishes from Spain, Spanish typical food. I think we're going to go back to Felix. Okay. Felix says, Spanish cuisine, I like that. Cuisine, beautiful word, you see. Spanish cuisine is the best. Do you agree? Okay. Now, excuse me a minute. I just want you to read this for 1 minute, and I want you to look at the content and tell me if you can see any mistakes. 1 minute. Somebody's calling at my door. Just a second. Excuse me. So we said this is going to be our title. Spanish cuisine is the best. Do you agree? Okay. Do you agree? And then Miguel Angel says immediately jumps in and tells us one of the corrections to make. Of course. Okay. Gazpacho is very appropriate in hot summer. Well, it is. Okay. But let's look. First of all, let's look. There's two things. One, the content. And tell me, you could just tell me yes or no. Is it good writing? Is it bad writing? We can even try. Look, here we go. Let's just try this. Create one. Okay. I'm just going to ask you a question. Writing number one. Writing one. In your opinion, is it good or is it bad? Okay, go. Right. You tell me, is it good or is it bad? You can write down your question. Here we go. There you go. Can you see the question? We're just trying out to see if these surveys work. Okay. Wow. A lot of people are good, bad. Ooh, 16, yep, 7, 18, 19 in the lead. Only 2 people say it's bad. 20, wow, massive, 91%. That's incredible. Yep. Okay, 1 second more and vote. 1, 2, 3. Any more? Okay, so absolutely. So 91% said it was good. Yeah, absolutely. It's very good. Okay. And then you can see share the results. You want to see the result? There we go. Okay. So 72% participation, better than our general elections, and a 92% in favour, which was excellent. So a 92% in favour. So absolutely excellent. Okay. So that's right. It's very, very good. It's very, very good. Okay, so let's just read it together. After reading about different typical foods from different countries, I can conclude that my country's typical food is one of the best in the world. Yeah, however, listen to me now. I can conclude. All right? Now, if you can conclude, then it means it is part of the conclusion. And it goes at the end, doesn't it? So the English is very good, but we talk about the structure. What comes first and what comes second when we're writing? And this is what we mean about the structure. So your conclusion always comes at the end and never comes at the beginning. That's number one. Number two, look at our question. Spanish cuisine is the best. Do you agree? You can say everything you like, except you cannot say, yes, I agree. At the beginning, excuse me, at the beginning of your writing, yes, I agree. No, it's not a question. I'm not asking you your opinion, okay? I'm asking you to give me some, I'm asking you to give me some arguments. So even in the question that says, do you agree? You must give some arguments in favor and you must give some arguments against. Okay? And you must give some arguments against. Can you hear me? Anybody else got any problems? Anybody else got any problems? Let's see how we're doing. Okay. Next week, I will buy a new microphone, a big one, which is going to be much better. Okay. So this person says, being a very open-minded person allowed me to taste different typical foods around the world. Fantastic. And also to visit some of the best restaurants of typical food from different countries in Spain. From different countries in Spain. Okay, nice introduction. This person is a gourmet. There are delicious foods around the world, but nothing like a good tortilla, ham, chorizo, paella. Let's put that at the end because this is this guy's, kind of, okay, in fact, maybe it could be actually one of his arguments, okay? In fact, I think we're going to put it right in here. Okay? However, look at this. There are delicious foods around the world, but nothing like a good tortilla, ham, chorizo,
Paella.
or paella. And our three dots, you see, el maltrato, completo, absolutely forbidden. Forbidden. Don't ask me. Oh, no, I think I wanted to say this. No way. Forget it. Never, ever, ever. Okay? So our punctuation is important. Okay? One of the things I like most about Spanish food is that it is different in each part of the country. Comma. So, connector. You can eat a good fabada asturiana. What the hell? What is this, a fabada asturiana? I'm sorry. And it does not exist, a fabada asturiana. Maybe, what is it, a song or a dance? Is it something you wear in your head? Is it a fish, a biscuit? No. Okay, so not a good fabada asturiana. Okay, you have to call it something else. In the north. Now, this is important, isn't it? This is important. When we're talking about north, south, east, west, it's with a capital E, S, N, or W. Okay? But don't ask for it from Andalusian because it will probably turn out badly. What a wonderful sentence. Okay, look at this. So, lovely. Because, lovely. Very, very good. Turn out, beautiful. Beautiful phrasal verb. There are delicious foods around the world, but nothing like a good tortilla, ham, chorizo, or paella. Well, chorizo and tortilla, I don't really know actually, because a tortilla is something different in Spain than in Mexico, correct? Of course it is, right? We know this. The same thing happens with octopus in Galicia, paella in Valencia, or stew in Madrid. I have not read anything about that in the report on typical food. And although it surely happens in other countries, the truth is that in Spain, it is a very big fact and it makes our food the best in the world. Okay, that's your conclusion. That's your conclusion. I know a lot of foreign people, and one of the reasons they fall in love with Spain is because of the food. After reading about different typical foods from different countries, I can conclude that my country's typical food is one of the best in the world. This is beautiful. I don't know who wrote it, but it's beautiful. Okay? It's beautiful. Now, the only thing I'm going to say is the order. Okay? Now, the order. This is C1. It's a very high mark. Very high. Okay, so there's no need to worry if you wrote this. But look, we just changed some things. Okay? We just changed a few things. So we're talking first of all about our introduction. Your introduction is asking you, now you are taking your opinion and it's fine. Your introduction and you're saying, yeah, I am a very, very experienced person and I know many different kinds of food because I have tasted them. You then describe many good things about Spanish food and then you give your conclusion, which is fine because your conclusion is I know a lot of foreign people and one of the reasons they fall in love with Spain is because of the food. Oh, okay. And the wine. And the wine. After reading about different typical foods from different countries, I can conclude that my country's typical food is one of the best. So all we're doing is thinking, what is the introduction? What are the arguments? And what is your conclusion? Okay? So this is very good writing, but we need to structure. Let's look at another piece of writing. Look at this, same thing. Seafood, paella, Spanish omelette, ham, farinato, pimenton, hornazo. Yes, I think this person, he lives or she lives in Salamanca, right? Probably. And again, our order is okay because we're giving an introduction to Spanish food. Lovely. We're then given a description. So the order is good, the structure is good. And finally, we're giving a conclusion. So this structure is good. Also notice, please, there's 3 different sections, okay? And we've separated them. On the page, they are separate. And then I, the person who's reading, can see there's different sections. But first of all, let's look. I. Capital I. I. Please, I. You are important to me. So please write your I with a capital letter. Okay? I is always with a capital letter because you are an important person. So I am, and your country is important. So write that as well with a capital letter. Days, months, places, cities, adjectives to describe nationalities are always with capital letters. Spanish, Spain. Okay? And here we have a lot of food that offer to everyone. That offer to everyone. Well, no, not really. We have a lot of food that offer to everyone. The ideas? Okay, maybe we would say that everyone.
Everybody.
Can he? Okay. Wait a minute. There's our 4, comma. Vamos a tener que abrir un santuario de comas, ¿no? Por el maltrato de puntuación. Okay. So that everyone can eat. Full stop. We're finished. We've got and. Remember, I am from Spain, and here we have a lot of food that everyone can eat. That's 3 verb clauses beautiful, no more. I have to say that our gastronomy is very wonderful, since we have food very delicious. No, we have very delicious and typical food like paella, seafood, Spanish omelette, ham, or beans. Now this is beautiful because you are giving very good examples of vocabulary. Paella, seafood, omelette, ham, or beans. 5 words which are specifically for things we eat. Very, very nice. You didn't say etc. Okay? But then in each city in Spain, there is a typical food. Oh, yeah, you're right. Full stop. No, that's, hemos salvado 2 comas. All right? Nos ponemos en una jaula con un vaso de leche. All right? So, I am live. What do you mean I am live? I live. I live in Salamanca. And in the city, the typical food we have is the farinata. What is a farinata? The farinata. Oh, hold on. Sorry, which is the...
It's a kind of
a sausage. Okay, we have is farinata, a sausage, crushed potatoes. No idea. No idea what this is. Crushed potatoes. Okay, we have mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes. Yep. Mashed potatoes. Potatoes with pimenton. I don't know what pimenton is, but it doesn't exist in English. Okay, that might be potatoes with tomatoes, it might be potatoes with potatoes, potatoes with onion. I don't know. And ham. Right, now stop. That's 3 commas. Okay, that's 3 commas. 1 more comma y vamos a poner una multa. All right? I don't know who wrote this. It is very typical. And the meat pie, hornazo. And the meat pie, comma, hornazo. And then we have a beautiful word. There's your 4th comma. Okay? Which, look at that. Which is a beautiful word. Okay, a pronoun which is a pie with different meat. Okay, beautiful. I have to say that I love living
Spain.
in Spain, the capital, good, because it is very beautiful and we have very good food and variety. Okay, right, yeah, that's good. So, I think that the food of Spain is better than other countries, but there are countries that have delicious food, but we don't eat like in Spain. Well, they don't eat like in Spain. All right, good. But I tell you what, it's a beautiful. Now the difference between this, which is C1, and this is B2, right? C1, B2. So when you're looking on the website, or sorry, on the platform, you want to download it, and that's it, okay? Now, later on, mid-time, and afterwards, we're going to look at some of the common questions. But now I want to go on. I want to go on and do the speaking part, okay? Okay. Could you please hush your microphone, mute everybody except for me at the moment. Okay, here's some information then. Come on then. What do you people, you good people, what do you know then? What do you know, please? What can you tell me? How long, our Pearson exam, how long is the exam, please? Any ideas? Any ideas? 2 hours. Okay, so it's 2 hours or 2.5 hours. All right. So it depends. If it's for C1, it's 2.5 hours. If it's for B2, it's 2 hours. Where do we do the exam? Where do we do this exam?
Apem and Ampe?
But where? In which city?
Salamanca?
In Salamanca.
Salamanca. Of course. Okay. This is great. This is like, you know, you're playing at home, isn't it? Yeah, you are playing at home. This is that you don't have to go to some university or some other place in a different city. It is your home. And as you know, the people from Salamanca and the people from Ampe, Salamanca, are extremely nice people. Okay. They're some of the nicest people I've ever met. So you're going to be really looked after, okay? Es una gente muy, os va a cuidar muchísimo, okay? Ampe Salamanca. When? What's the date of the exam?
In
13th
December.
December.
The 12th and the 13th of December, okay? So one day you will do the speaking, and the next day you will do the writing and the reading and the listening. Okay. So anybody who can do the anybody who lives in Salamanca, then, you know, try to come on the morning of the 12th of December, which is on the Friday. Anyway, nearer the time we will work also. How do we do it? Is this a computer exam? Do we do it on paper? Do we have to sing a song? Do we have to, what do we have to do? How do you do the exam?
On paper.
On paper?
Very important. Okay. So pen, paper and pen. Not pencil, but a pen. Right? So you have to find your special favorite pen. Now, my favorite pen is called a Mitsubishi Uniball. Okay? It's called a Mitsubishi Uniball. And I like this pen because when you write, it writes very, very fast. Very, very fast. Okay? And this is my second favorite pen. My second favorite pen, I don't know if you can see it, is my Ampe Bolly. All right? Which really goes fast. It's a really good one. Okay? The Guillermo and Ampe Bolly. So those are also very good. But honestly, because you have a limited amount of time, your hand will feel much better if you use a favorite pen. Okay? So I recommend Mitsubishi Uniball. Okay, from Japan. Okay, who will be at the exam? Who will be helping you at the exam? Guillermo, of course. Who else?
You will be there, right?
I will be there. Jose will be there from Ampi and Segovia, and Marife also will be there. Okay, so if anybody has been to Ampe in Salamanca, say hello to Marife. She's a lovely person. Okay, then. And what do you have to do? What do you have to do to pass the exam? Any ideas? You can write them down if you want to. You can write down your ideas. What do you have to do to pass the exam? You have to get 60%. Very good. But what can you do before the exam to help you?
We have to bring our IDs or identification, you know, to access to the exam.
Well, of course, you have to bring your ID, of course. Yeah. But actually, now, in the next 8 weeks, what do you have to do?
Pay for the registration.
Well, of course, you have to pay. But no, you have to write every day. Okay? Every day in English. Okay? Write in English every day. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because we said, right? We said that the best way to get extra points is to practice your writing. Okay? And the only thing you have to do is like when you say, for example, I, capital letter, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, capital T, capital M, January, February, March, April, capital letter. So if you practice writing things, I'm going to give you a little tip, un pequeño consejo aquí, right? Que es incluir into writing un mes, el nombre de un mes, y así vas, en todos los writing, pon un mes y un día, ¿ok? Un mes y un día, con mayúscula. Ahí vas a impresionar porque vas a demostrar que sabes, ¿ok? You know how to use them. You have to write in English every day. You have to go on the platform. And you have to do the skills boosters. Okay? You've got the platform, platform. You've got the skills booster book. And now you've got the app. Okay? Remember our app, which is called Weekwise English. Yeah, wow. Weekwise English. Okay? So you've got 3 different things you need to do every day. Right. Oh.
Joshua, I have a doubt before moving to another topic. So it's confirmed that on December 12th we will have the speaking part, and then the day after we will have all the writing parts on Saturday, right?
100% confirmed.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. There's no time because okay. Well, Pearson says you must do the speaking before the writing. You must do the speaking before the writing. So when we do the speaking, we have to record an audio and we have to send the audio. We have to send the audio to the United Kingdom, to Ampe, to Dr. Ampe, who will correct it. Okay? So if the audio says, oh, it's the day after or the same day as the written exam, it will not accept it. Okay, so that's really, really important. All right, there we go. Okay, let's go. Let's do some speaking. Here we go. You're going to do your speaking. Can you think, what advice can you think of for the speaking exam? What advice can you think of for the speaking exam? I'm going to put you together and I want you to talk. Okay, I'm going to ask you to talk. And I want you to make a list. Each room, I'll give you 6 rooms. Okay, so I'll put you in little groups. I want you to give me some advice. Brainstorm. Okay, number 1. Number 1. There we go. I'll put you into your rooms, 5 or 6 people. I want you to brainstorm and come up with a list of advice to the speaking exam. Number 1, speak. Right? Speak, of course. Number 2, speak English. Okay, good advice. So speak and speak English. What other kind of advice do you think you can give me? Okay, so I will give you a few minutes, 6 minutes, to discuss together in English. And then I will ask you, when you come back, to write all your ideas, okay, right, all your ideas, but I want you to discuss, talk together. I want you to talk, all right? Some ideas then. So what advice would you give for the speaking exam? You can go to your rooms. Let's see if they work today. Go to your room, see if they work. As soon as you've got people in your rooms, you can begin talking, okay? So
Hi,
Oh, hello. Who's that?
how can I get to the room?
Okay. Well, any particular room you would like to join? I can put you in room number 6. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. There you go. Okay, so when you're back, please write your ideas, please. Write your ideas here in the chat box, please. Don't tell me, or you can tell me, I will write them for you if you want to. You can write them in the chat box. Not to use Spanglish words. Thank you. To see English film? Yeah, possibly, yeah. Why not? Not American films, English films. Come, more, more. There's 30 people here. There want 30 that look in the eye of the other person. Wow, that's good. Yeah, you can look in the eye and point your finger at them as well. Speak pal is great. Yeah, that's good. No, don't be nervous. No, don't be nervous. Listen carefully to the questions. Listen carefully to the question. Read aloud. Yes. Read aloud. Read aloud is when you are reading something in English to yourself. For example, okay, something like this. Double room with 2 people sharing £275. Twin room with 2 people sharing £350. Minimum stay 4 weeks. Minimum age 18. Departures in October, November, and December. It's not very interesting. It's not very interesting, but you will hear yourself speak in English. And that's always good. Okay? You don't have to like record it and then watch yourself and go, oh dear, I don't like it. No, just watch yourself in the bathroom, in a mirror, listen to yourself speaking. Try to think in English, avoid long pauses. Don't worry about long pauses. Silence is golden. Silence is fine. Okay? Use phrasal verbs, of course. Try to think in English. Have a list with some words that you would like to say. Okay? But words which are useful to you. Okay? Words which are useful to you. Like Italian, like January, like Monday the 5th of December. Sound natural. You should have enough vocabulary to argue any topic. Well, Marlene, you know, yes, all right, but not any topic, you know, a few topics. All right. There we go. Now, Miguel Angel, who is, you know, a veteran and is an expert teacher as well, is quite right. Have some introductory sentences working as a jogger card to jog your memory. Okay. For example, your question is very interesting. Now, Miguel Angel would say, your question is very interesting, but I have to recognize that I'm not an expert in that. That sounds very good, but maybe even just the beginning. Now, listen, when you say, that's a very interesting question, or that's a beautiful photograph, or role play, oh, that's very funny. Yeah. And then start talking. Always sounds very good, very natural. Don't be ashamed. You must speak. Okay. It is not the end of the world. Okay. Nobody's going to judge you. But mainly, it's speak slowly. Don't use Spanglish and use your time well. So if you're looking at the photographs, let's go straight across here. Let's go straight across here to some photographs afterwards, and then we can see. Now, remember, this is 2 minutes. We're going to look again. Question number 10, the same for B1 and for B2. Sorry, B2 and C1. No different. You can even have the same question. Okay. Now, remember, this is 2 minutes, and the interviewer will ask you a question like this. The interviewer will say to you, Jimena, Miguel, Alicia, Ana Isabel, Nuria, Alba, Felix, Immaculada, Lourdes, or Sandra, I'm going to ask you a question. We're going to have a discussion. And the question is this. Technology saves us all a lot of time. Do you agree? Technology saves us a lot of time. Do you agree? Now, if you don't understand the question, you can say, I'm sorry, I don't understand the question. I will repeat. Okay? If you still don't understand the question, you say, yeah, but I don't understand. And I will have to say to you, if we use technology, we have more time for other things, right? So I can give you a different explanation, and that's absolutely fine, absolutely fine. So you can ask once, twice for a question to be repeated. No penalty, no penalty at all, okay? So you know it's about technology, our time, saves us time, saves us time. Technology saves us time. Does it really? Does it really? We're going to have a discussion. Look down here, it says 3 exchanges. 3 exchanges. Technology saves us a lot of time. Okay, we're going to have a discussion. Let's see, have we got a volunteer? I bet we have, haven't we? Okay, okay. Miguel Calderon, please. Are you there? Miguel? Can you hear me? Yeah, okay, Miguel. What's your opinion then? Technology saves us all a lot of time. Do you agree?
I agree, because technology can give some facilities in common uses in life, like artificial intelligence or self-information or
Okay, yeah, but I mean, you can't trust technology, especially artificial intelligence. How do you know it's right? It might be completely wrong.
Why do you disagree?
Because I don't trust. Because I think it's also important maybe to look at books or to have some critical thinking.
On the other hand, technologies can waste most of our time because it could be addictive, and can
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. When I say thank you, that's enough. All right. Okay. Now, Miguel had a lovely argument, but listen, it was too complex. Let's try again. It was too complex because we started talking about technology, not if it saves us a lot of time. Understand? All right. It was too complicated. Okay, here we go. So technology saves us a lot of time. Christina Sanchez, what do you think?
Well, I agree with this statement because in other time, without technology, you couldn't do to talk about something in this moment, and you need send a card maybe, and you waste a lot of days in receive the answer, and now you can communicate with other people right now. You send a message, a WhatsApp or something like that.
Yeah, but actually, you don't need an immediate answer to many things, do you? And so if you're asking people to do everything very quickly, the information you're receiving is not complete. It's just yes or no, you know?
Yeah. But I agree with this question. And I think it's important for us because you don't lost time in this society, the time is very quickly, and you do a lot of things at the same time.
Well, you can do a lot of things at the same time, but maybe you do them badly because you're trying to do everything at the same time. There's no quality.
Yeah. This sentence, I can understand you. Can you repeat, please?
Yeah, maybe the things you do, you're not doing them very well. So you do lots of things, but, very low quality, very poor quality.
Yeah, this is a reality because you do a lot of things at the same time, but you don't well these things correctly. You need time.
Wait. But now you agree with me. Do
Yeah.
you agree with no?
No.
In a discussion, never. You can never ever agree with me. Okay. Let's try it again then. Okay. Thank you. We had a discussion. Okay. Let's try one more then. So technology saves us all a lot of time. Do you agree? 3 exchanges. Here's a tip for you. If there's 3 exchanges, and there are 3 arguments, then maybe you should use 3 different examples of technology. Okay, not only computers and communication. Try to think of other technology which we use. Okay, let's try with Alicia Sanchez. You there?
Yes.
Okay, so Alicia, I'm going to ask you a question. Technology saves us all a lot of time. Do you agree?
I think that technology is essential in our daily lives because it has a lot of benefits. For example, when we are studying idiom, we can connect in video conference and we don't need to go into a place or for example you can buy things in online.
Oh, okay. But it's not the same quality that if you went to a real class and we were sitting together, in a nice room talking, I think it would be more effective. And also, if you wanted to buy things online, for example, if you buy, a beautiful remote control, you see that? My beautiful remote control. Actually, if you buy it through Amazon, you don't know if it's good quality. But if you go to the shop, you can actually touch it.
When you are in online class, you can learn too because you can have a reduced group.
Mm-hmm.
And for example, when you shop online, you can view the reviews and the opinions for.
With shopping online, for example, maybe you buy many more things. You buy your remote control, and then you buy, some sunglasses, and then you buy, your skull. You can buy so many things that you've got too many things in the end, haven't you?
I don't understand you.
Well, I bought this online on Amazon. I bought this online on Amazon. And I bought these online on Amazon. I don't need any of them.
Yes, but you need to have a control about your money. You need to think, what what do you need to spend your money?
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Let's try again though. And let's think again. Let's think again about 3 examples. Okay, about 3 examples of technology. So yeah, I mean, shopping online, communicating online, but let's have another example which is a bit more clear. Not only communication and internet, other things where we have technology which can help us. So for example, Miguel Vicente, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, I can hear you loud and clear. So, Miguel, we have a question. We're going to have a discussion. You've got 2 minutes, and the question is technology saves us a lot of time. Do you agree?
Yes, I agree with this statement because in the current days, I think technology is here to save us a lot of time. For instance, you can have online meeting. It saves a lot of time. If you should. If you had to go to Madrid, for example, you lose around 2 hours in going to Madrid and 2 hours again in coming to Madrid. I think the new technologies are saving a lot of time and money.
Okay, but actually, you could use the 2 hours on the train to Madrid to study, couldn't you? And to do your homework. So that would be actually 2 hours very well spent, I think.
Yes, it not only that you can save time. For instance, if you like some hobby like astronomy, you can have some applications to see the stars in the night. You can see the comets, the stars in the sky with the some applications. I think are very useful.
Oh, right.
And
So you like astronomy, but you want to go and see the moon and the stars on your phone instead of looking at the sky. This is incredible.
yes, but you're wrong because you have to have more knowledge about the all materials. It's not only astronomy; it's cooking. Is many things that you can to take the knowledge about these topics, and
Thank you.
you can have it
Thank you.
with
Thank
applications.
you. When we say thank you, that's your time is up. You're finished. And that was good. Okay. When we say thank you, it is a good time to finish. All right. So thank you. That was good. That was good. But now listen to me again. Listen to me again. I'm going to ask the question. We're going to see one more time. So all of you were good, but we can be better. We can be better. When I said, when we talk about technology, please, not only internet, okay? Not only internet. That is not the only technology which we have. We have many other kinds of simple technology, right? So let's think of something else. Here we are. Maybe who's with us? Who's with us? Alba, are you there?
Hello.
Hello, Alba. So we're going to have a discussion then. Alba, technology saves us a lot of time. Do you agree?
Yes, I agree because we can find a lot of information very quickly and in matter of seconds. And it can be also useful when, for example, we are studying and we can use online videos.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, for example, if I was studying music and I went online and said Mozart, and there's a video of a cat playing the piano, is that good? Is that useful for me?
No, that is not useful. That is only for fun. But I think it may be other videos, like with teachers online that can teach you to play the piano.
Okay, but again, fair enough. But it's not the same as actually sitting and playing the piano. That's good. That's much better. Human contact.
Sorry, can you repeat?
Yeah, I think human contact is better, not always, via internet.
But may you having time to go to presential classes, so it could be an option to have it online with a teacher.
Okay, you might learn a little bit, but you will never be an expert.
That depends on the enthusiasm. If you are so enthusiastic, you can learn the same
Okay.
online or presential.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, that was very good. Some very nice arguments. However, listen to me, people. We said not only internet, there are many other kinds of technology, not only internet. You understand? There are many kinds of technology. Look, I've got 1, 2, 3. It says, I want to be hot or I want to be cold. Yeah, with my remote control. There's more. Okay. Here's my technology. If I want to go, can you see this? Where am I going? Where am I going next week?
We cannot see it, Joshua.
Can you see it now? No?
Not really.
I can see.
Well, this is an adapter. Okay, it's an adapter. Here's another one. Can you see that one?
To go to Great Britain.
I'm going to Great Britain. It's an adapter for my electrical things. Technology. Right? So, there are many different kinds of technology, not only the internet. Okay, so when I make a cup of tea, hot water, technology. Okay, when I have a pizza and I open the microwave and I put it in, technology. When I have my clothes, yeah. My wife is from a small town, a village in Valladolid. And she says to me, when she was a child, that her mother took the clothes out and had to wash them by hand. And all the women went together and washed all their clothes by hand in the river. I said, oh, well, of course, but now we have technology. So remember, the technology is not only internet. The technology is many, many different things, please. So let's have the discussion last time. But I want you to give 3 different examples of technology. The one is internet for shopping and for learning and for discovering information, fine. But the other 2 must be completely different, please. Okay? So here we go. Inmaculada Garcia.
Inma.
Inma.
Only Inma. Yeah.
Inma. Okay, Inma. We're going to have a discussion, Inma. Technology saves us all a lot of time. Do you agree?
Yes, I totally agree with this statement because when I think about medicine, for example, in the past, doctors have to do the surgeons only with a basic instruments, and nowadays they have a lot of robots that can help them to do the surgeons, and in this way the patient can be recovered in a few time. So
Okay.
I think.
And what if there's no electricity? Does the robot
Sorry?
work? If there's no
Sorry, I can't hear you in a good way.
Okay. If there's no electricity,
If they don't have electricity, they have extra batteries, so they can help them to do the surgeons.
I don't trust the robots. I'm sorry.
No,
No.
I mean, all the hospital have external batteries, or power energy
Mm,
to if they but when they don't have electricity, they can do their surgeons because they have this kind of electricity.
okay, but what if I am in the street and I
In the
fall
street?
over, yeah, and the doctor comes and says, "How are you feeling?" And I say, I'm not so good, you know. And he says, "Well, just wait until the robot comes." What should I do?
I don't know. I have to do. I think about it more time to explain how can they do a surgeon without electricity in the street, for example. I mean that if they don't can use the robots of the hospital, they could have another technology, basic technology to make their surgeons. But I don't know.
Okay. Thank you. All right, that's 2 minutes. Those are all reasonable. They're all reasonable, but we do have to practice, everybody. We have to practice, right? We have to practice about giving our examples. The example would be if you asked me, there we are, Lourdes, are you there?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm
Lourdes,
there.
ask me the question. Ask me the question.
I don't
There's-
understand, sorry.
Yeah, ask me the question. That's our question.
A
What does it
question
say?
about technology.
That question.
That question, you can see.
Technology saves us a lot of time. Do you agree?
Well, yes, I do agree because, you know, I have a toaster. I have an electric toaster. And actually, my favorite food is toast because I'm English. And with this electric toaster, I can take a piece of bread and I put it in and I press it down and I wait and it comes up and I eat it. It's fantastic.
I think that it's better toast the bread naturally. For example, than a fire. It's more natural.
Okay, so you think I should make a fire every time I want a piece of toast? I should get some wood and light it. Okay, well, that's lovely. Okay, yeah, I understand that. But what about, you know, your clothes? When you want to wash your clothes, now I have a washing machine where I open the door, I take my clothes off and I put them in, turn the dial and wait. And then I take them out and hang them up. Fantastic. I don't need to be going like my mother-in-law, scrubbing on the stones in the river.
Yeah, but it's so funny to share the morning with other people, washing up your clothes. You can talk with them. I think it's funny.
Possibly. And you know, well, let me tell you something else. Look, I used to smoke a cigarette, you know, with a cup of coffee, cigarette. But you know, it smells terrible. But now I have an electronic cigarette an electronic cigarette which I smoke, and nobody notices because it doesn't smell. Absolutely fantastic.
No, it's very bad for health. I have read different articles that said that it's no good for health. And I think teenagers loves this cigarette, electronic cigarettes. No, it's so bad.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Lourdes. Lourdes, very good. Okay, that's fantastic. So what we're saying there, listen, we've got two ways of arguing. When we're arguing about a discussion, normally, when we're speaking in Spanish or I'm speaking in English, we have a tendency that we go deeper and deeper and deeper. Okay? We start superficial and then we go deeper and deeper and deeper. So our arguments become more complex. And when they're more complex, they're more difficult to express. So it's a good idea to keep our arguments superficial. All right? You've got the toaster, the washing machine, and the electronic cigarette. Right? We don't have to continue arguing and getting, when it gets deep and complex, it gets more difficult to communicate. All right? So that's our discussion. What comes after question 10? Discussion. What comes next? Question 11. And what's in question 11? What's in question 11?
Describe.
Two photographs, two pictures. Now remember, please, and remember very well, we said when we describe the two pictures, you have 2 minutes, and you have 1 minute to describe the first one, and 1 minute to describe the second one. And remember, listen, in, on, in, on, in, on. In the photograph, on the left. In the photograph, at the top. In the photograph, on the right. In the photograph, on the left. In the photograph, on the right. Okay? In the photograph, on the right. In the photograph, on the left. You've got 1 minute to describe each of them. And remember, we said top down. So don't say to me, for example, can you describe the two photographs? You say, well, the first one is on the internet and you click and you can chat with people. You need to say something else, okay? What color? What can you actually see? What can you actually see? And what do you have to do? And what will you do after you've gone click? And on the second one, look, some young people together. How many people? Boys, girls, white, black, a mixture. They're happy, sad. They're doing something together. What are they doing? Okay. And then you can tell me, why are they there? What are they doing? What on earth are they doing together? Okay. So remember, it's 1 minute for each one. 1 minute for each one. I'm going to ask you then, Jimena, are you there? Good voice. Okay, good voice. Jimena.
Hello.
Hello there.
Yes.
So Jimena, you have 2 minutes, please. Can you describe what can you see in the two photographs? When I do this, you must change, okay? When I tell you, you must change to the next photograph. So, there we are. Jimena, please look, there are two photographs. Can you describe them?
Okay, in the photograph of on the right, we can see children or young people, are boys and girls that are smiling, and they are playing with their hands. have their hands joining their hands. And in the photograph on the left, we can see another kind of group of people, but this time is in a chat or in a social network or in an application. Then is another group of people. In the photograph on the right, there are people physically playing and talking and interacting. And in the other picture, they are interacting but by a computer or a mobile phone or by some distance. They can talk
Thank
in
you.
another part of the world with another
Thank
person.
you. Thank you. That's 1 minute. That's beautiful. That is very, very good. Very, 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 very good. Okay. We could add some more things about the two photographs, couldn't we? We could add a few more things. Let's have a look. Okay. Marlene, please tell me, what can you see in the two photographs? You have 1 minute, please.
Okay, in the picture on our left, we can see some words that is writing people and also chat. And we can see like four like pictorial people seems as a picture. And then in the picture on the right, we can see a dozen of people and they are smiling. And they are a mix of women and men. So they seem young people, but almost adults. Then in the picture on the left, seems as a app or something similar to chat with your friends or people that you know, but virtually, no, or online, no physically. And a picture in the picture on the right, we can see the group of people, but they are together, like showing us a community that they are together and they try to be there for any problem, and they have
Thank you.
they are friends.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Absolutely excellent. Good. So actually, we've said the same thing in those two cases, more or less. I think the one thing we could add is the people on the left, we can see them, they are smiling, they are happy. They're wearing t-shirts, right? Maybe it's warm weather, but but that was enough. That was absolutely fine. Okay. So our second question with 1 minute is, which photo would you choose for a website to make friends and know about new cultures? Which photo would you choose for a website to make friends and to know about new cultures? Okay. Which photo would you choose for a website to make friends and know about new cultures? So you must choose one and you must describe why you would use this one for 1 minute. So remember, you can also choose to describe why you would not use the other one. So Nuria Sancho, please. Tell me then, which photo would you choose for a website to make friends and know about other cultures?
I would choose the one on the left because I think that it represents better. That is a chat, and you can communicate with people from different cultures, and probably the people are living in different countries. So I think that it could represent better a website function. And well, in this one, I think that it also admit the possibility to chat with a lot of people and to communicate with them in a very easy way. And The second one, or the picture on the right, I think that it's not the best option because it could represent to have friends or to communicate with people that could be together, and you can see in real situations. So
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Very good. Both of you, very, very good. All of you, very, very good. Okay. Another, you could say, well, look, it's in black and white. You could say it's on a computer screen. Remember, you have to go click in the first one. In the second one, you'd have to travel to go and meet these people. So actually, you save a lot of time with the first one, don't you? Okay. And then what comes after number 12? Number 11, obviously. Number 12. Thank you. All right. Oh dear, oh dear. This is a very common one. Actually, listen to me. Listen well. Okay. We're going to be doing some practice tests. And you've got the practice tests in the Skills Booster book. Remember, many of the questions, the listening, the writing, the speaking, and the reading less, but many of them are repeated. So when you get practice tests, read them all, because sometimes the questions are repeated. This is a very common question, okay? You think your father is too lazy, and you'd like to persuade him to be a bit more active. You think your father is too lazy and you'd like to persuade him to be more active. What kind of things would you say? Eduardo, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Eduardo, I am your father. All right, like Darth Vader. I am your father. Okay. So, and I'm sitting on I'm sitting watching the horses on the television with my remote control, and I'm very happy with a cup of tea. And you come in, and I say, "Yeah,
Hi, Dad.
yeah, hi, Eddie. How are you?"
I'm fine, thank you. But how are you?
I'm just great. Watching the television. I've got a cup of tea. It's perfect. Thank you.
Really? Are you sure?
Oh yeah, absolutely sure. And I've got some cookies.
I don't know. I think if I were like you, I feel very, very boring.
No, I'm fine. Thank you. Fine.
I'm not sure that, but I think you make every day the same thing.
Yeah, it's lovely.
And this is your comfortable zone.
Yeah, very, very comfortable.
Yes, but I think it will be better to start some activities.
For example,
to work out a little bit.
At the gym.
I think
you want me to go to the gym.
Yes, why not?
I don't even have the clothes to go to the gym. I'm sorry.
Okay, I can help you for for that. If you don't want to work out, at least I think it will be better to walk a little every day.
Yeah, but you gave me this electric scooter, and I love it. I don't have to walk. So thank you for the electric scooter.
But it's not the same. If you walk on the street, you can breathe better.
Well, in the city, I prefer not to. Thank you. It's like there's a lot of pollution. It's very dirty.
Okay, done better in the country. We
Right.
we could go together.
We could go together.
We take the bus, or we could drive with my auto, and we go to the country.
Well, we go to the country, and we could go to a restaurant and sit down and eat.
No. We go to the country to walk.
You walk.
What do you think about?
I think that you can walk, and I will sit in the car. I will wait for you. Okay.
Okay, but
Right.
I think it's not good for health.
Well, at the moment, sit down, have a cup of tea. Let's watch the television together. All right?
It's too boring.
Thank you. All right. I'll think about the future. So thank you. And I would say, because it's question 12, I say thank you. That's the end of the test. Okay? So remember, okay, that was good. Good, Eduardo. Again, your father is too lazy. Let's imagine your father smokes at home. Okay, and you'd like to persuade him not to smoke. All right, here we go. Let's try this again. Maria Angeles Perez, are you there? Not here. Oh, yes.
Yes?
Yeah, Maria Angeles, how are you?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, Maria Angeles, I want you to imagine.
Hello.
Hello. You think that your brother, not your father. So, you think your brother smokes at home, and you'd like to persuade him not to smoke.
Okay.
Okay. I am your brother. So. Yes.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi. I don't like that you are smoking at home. If you want take a cigarette, go to the street. Because
yeah. Why?
I don't like breathe this air. It is not health for me.
It's not healthy. Well, okay, but listen, I'll open the window. Yeah? I'll open the window.
It is cold. It is cold. And it is raining. And temperature is high. No, low.
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 And you want me to go out into the street?
But you put a raincoat.
Yeah. You know what? But I only smoke like 2 or 3 cigarettes a day. Only 2 or 3.
But if you want 1 or 2 when you are in you go to for a walk, and while you are smoking.
But you know, I like to smoke when I'm sitting down reading my book, and I smoke a cigarette. Oh, it's so relaxing.
Yeah. Okay, but in the room is fog. A terrible fog. And it's the people who are in home are break it.
But you know, this is my bedroom, so please close the door and go away.
But when you open your door, the fog is in the corridor, and another part of the home.
Okay, so maybe I will smoke when everybody else has gone out. I won't smoke when we're all together. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. That's the end of the test. Okay, there. Right. Let's have another one. You think that your neighbor plays their music too loud, okay? And you'd like to persuade them not to. So you think that your neighbor plays their music too loud and you'd like to persuade them not to. Okay, here we go. Who have we got here? Esther. No, Esther. Sylvia. Sylvia Hidalgo. Are you there? Or Oscar. Oscar Hernandez. Are you there? Bea Escudero. Mario. Mario Valiente. Yeah, I can see you there. How are you, Mario?
Hello.
Hello there. So, Mario, imagine you think your neighbor plays their music too loud and you'd like to persuade them not to. Okay, your neighbor. I am your neighbor. So, you come to my house and you knock on the door.
Okay.
Okay, you knock on the door. I open and I say, hi, hi, Mario, how are you?
Hello. How are you?
Yeah, I'm great. Right. You want to come in? I'm playing some
No,
music.
no. I only come because I want to tell you that I think you play music a bit loud. For my children, it's very hard to concentrate studying. For us to live in general.
Yeah, you know what? Because it's my favorite. You like my music too. Guns and Roses, Rolling Stones, Oasis. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it, but not, for example, I three or five in the afternoon. So it's impossible, for example, to have a nap after work, and we also sleep very bad at night because you don't respect time.
I know, but that's not it for me. It's the best time because everything's quiet, and then I can listen to all the music, and enjoy it.
Yeah, okay, but if you continue doing this, I don't have any options to except calling police, and you explain it to them, not to me.
So you're gonna call the police, and they're gonna come
Uh,
to my house.
yes, I think that the music is too low. So,
But
sir, it's impossible.
I bought a special equipment because all my records are on vinyl. So I put it on, and listen, and it's so good.
Yeah, everybody wants to listen music at a very high sound, but you have to respect you are not living alone. So please make us a favor.
Okay, let's see. But what about if I just change, maybe at night, if I put on some of the soft, gentle music, like symphonic, very low, but during the day, in the morning, I'll still put on my rock and roll.
Um, I don't know. If you put, for example, hard techno, it's not my problem. If it's not too loud, you can put every type of music. But please, respect.
Okay, I'll try. I'll try. But listen, when you like, if you go on vacation or you're going away with your family, let me know, and that day I can play my music very loud. Is that okay?
Okay, but you will have the same problem with other people,
Yeah, but I don't care. You're my friend.
not
The
well
other
with
people are
us.
not my friends. That's not a problem. Okay. Cheers. Thank you. All right. And I say thank you, Mario. That's the end of the test. Okay. So when we're at the end of 12, we're at the end of the test. Okay. So nice. That was good, Eduardo and Mario and so on. Very good, very good role play. Okay, so 7 o'clock. Right, there we go. Why don't we? Why don't we? Remember when we're trying to persuade, why don't we? Come on. Right? You know. So we've got to use, because when we're using the role play, when we're doing a role play, we need to use some nice colloquial kind of little entrances, little expressions. Come on. Okay, why don't we? Okay, you know. So make it nice. And when we're doing the photographs, oh, what an interesting photograph. It's in black and white. Okay. Oh, that's so, that's a horrible photograph. Everybody chatting online. They don't have time to see their friends because they spend all time chatting, all their time on Messenger and on Twitter and on Instagram. It's terrible. Okay. So you can give your opinion about things as well. Right. So 7 o'clock. You people from B2, if you would like to leave now, you're very welcome. Okay. If you would like to continue, you're also very welcome. Right. You're also very welcome. We'll take a 10-minute break. We'll take a 10-minute break and then we will return. Okay. We've had 2 hours so far. Quite a long class so far. So we're going to take a quick 10-minute break and then we will continue. More speaking after the break.
Oh, excuse me, just a question.
Yeah.
After 7 o'clock is just for C1.
No, you are all welcome. All welcome to stay because we're doing different materials.
Yes, it will be great, but I can't. I can't until 8:30.
Stay as long as you like. Okay.
I have to deconnect.
Disconnect. All right.
Disconnect.
Don't worry.
Sorry. I have to disconnect. Sorry. Thank you very much.
Okay.
See you next week.
Thank you. Anybody wants to stay? Just give me 10 minutes. I have another cup of tea. All right. And I will be back. So you can now go and talk to your dog or your cat or have a cup of coffee, whatever you want to do. Okay. Be back in 10 minutes after the break. Right. So
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, we're back. We're back. Is anybody still here? Anybody still here? I hope a lot of you are still here.
Yes, we are.
Okay, excellent. That's fantastic. Good to see you. Okay, so we're going to continue. Obviously, we've got more time, a couple of hours more to talk, and we're going to talk again. We're talking about our listening, but about our speaking. But as we said before, we're also looking at some of our writing. So writing was generally very good. What I did notice with the writing, I said it before, what I noticed was that there was a real difference between the B2 writing and the C1 writing. Okay, mainly you would be able to see the kind of mistakes, the kind of grammar mistakes, the spelling mistakes. So if your marks are 65, 70, 75, 80, you're perfect for C1. If your marks are 60, 55, 45, 50, it's more like B2. Okay? So if you are we'll wait a couple of weeks, not next week, the following week. Okay? If you see that you are getting marks which are below 60, it's going to be very difficult to do the C1 exam. And so you will have to choose. You will have to choose. And if you have any questions, tell me. right? I can send you more listening exercises or more speaking exercises. Excuse me. I can send you more speaking exercises, and then you can tell me how you're feeling. All right? And then we decide. Remember, if you do the exam and you get 50 points, perfect. If you get 45 points or 41 points, that's 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, the maximum is 80. If you get 41, 42, 49, then you would be given the lower level. So if you're doing a C1 exam and you only get 42 points, you would get a B2 certificate. If you are doing the B2 exam and you only get 45 points, you would get a B1 certificate. So you have to make sure, okay? Don't feel that you are under any pressure. Don't feel there is any pressure to take the exam now in December if you do not feel you are ready to do it, okay? So feel, be quite relaxed about that. Here we go. Here we go. Some writing. These are some good examples of writing. I want you to tell me what, here we go, Miguel Calderon is coming back. So I want you to tell me, there we go, number one. Okay, here we go, there's a mistake. What's the mistake in here? I have several reasons why I'm not agree with this affair. It's a very, very common mistake. Can you write the correct version in the chat, please? Write the correct version in the chat for this sentence. Don't tell me, write in the chat. Only one word needs to be changed. Or you write the whole sentence, the correct sentence. Malin, still you'll have one word which makes it not quite correct. I don't agree or disagree. No, okay, Nuria, that's okay. I want the correct form of this sentence, please. Maria, that's a nice one. Okay, so, okay. Let's look at those three then. Anybody else? Oh, that's good, Christina. So there's four. Very good one. Maria, Sandra, Jimena, Miguel Angel, Christina. Okay, in Manda, quite. That's a bit too complex. Okay. But absolutely, look, it is why I do not agree. Okay. I do not agree. I do not agree. Spanglish, I am not agree. English, I do not agree. Okay. Sandra says, I agree or disagree. You can't say I'm agree. Yes, thank you, Sandra. I agree or I disagree. You can't say I am agree or I'm not agree. Well done. Thank you. It's absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect explanation from Sandra. I am disagreement, Maria Angeles. No. Spanglish 100%. That's too Spanglish. Okay? And Immaculada, I don't agree, nor am I not agree. This is philosophy. This is philosophy, not English. All right? We don't know if we agree. I think, therefore, I am. I disagree. That's too complex. All right, then. Here we go. Number 2, it is the duty of the university, good, to offer a quality education and low priced. Okay. There is the problem. This part, a quality education and low price. What is the correct form? Maria, think. Quality education and low price. Jimena, you're being too simple. Quality education and low price. Give me the full form. The correct form, please. Actually, there's a difference now, isn't there? Okay. The low price for quality education. Question to you. Look at this. Quality, low price education, quality and low price education, quality and low price education. What kind, let me ask you a question, philosophical. What kind of education do you want? Quality or low price? What do you prefer? Quality or low price? What's the most important thing about your education? Quality. Therefore, the most important word is quality education. Okay? And do you want expensive? Do you want expensive or low price education? Do you want expensive or low price? Low price. Low price. Quality education. Look at that. Low price quality education. Because in English, if you're going to do C1, you have to understand that there are different types of adjectives. Low price is a participle. It is an adjective. Quality is an adjective. Okay? And all the different kinds of adjectives have an order. Hay 14 categorías de adjetivos. Y cada uno va en su fila. No se puede cambiar. Si es de color, volumen, origen, they're all adjectives. Tiene que ir cada uno en su orden. No hace falta aprender los 14. Pero vamos a entender que lo más importante va al lado del noun, al lado del sustantivo. En este caso es quality education. Okay? Why do we use low price? We use low price with the D to distinguish between low priced and low price, like Immaculada has said, low price. Because now in contemporary English, low price means low quality. Okay? The low price, Ryanair, low price, you know, I don't know, low price telephone when you get it with DG or something like this. And we suppose it's not very good quality. So that's the low price. Okay, so we must make sure we're using low price. Okay. Quality education. Right. Next one then. Next one. Oh. Next one. What's the correct form here? The second part is okay. And the first part, remember, this is a clause. It's a future time clause, which is a second clause, isn't it? It's a future clause. Right, Sandra, that's good because we're putting one in the present and the second one in the future. Maria, that's not so good. What's the correct form? We'd like to use the passive, please. If it is passive, we need the verb to be. If it is, we don't need will because we have will here. There's the future. So if it is finally in the passive, we don't use carry, we use the past participle. If it is finally carried out, Sandra, thank you. If it is finally carried out, it will affect. Okay? So that's in the present with the verb to be and the past participle. All right? There we go. One more. I look forward to knowing for your news soon. What? I look forward to knowing for your news soon. I look forward to knowing for your news soon. This is too difficult. This is much too difficult. This is an idiom. This is an idiom. This is an idiom. I look forward to. I look forward to. 3 words. 3 words. You must learn the sentence for all your emails or your letters. I look forward to hearing. Good. 2 more words. 4. No.
From you soon.
From you, and that's it. I look forward to hearing from you soon, if you like. Yep. Okay. Every email, every letter must finish. I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Okay. Memorize this. I look forward to you. No. I look forward to hearing from you. Okay. Let's look. Since we've been talking about talking, we've been talking about speaking. Let's go back and look at this. Listen, I want you to look at the difference here. Okay, I'm going to open a new window. Sorry about this. Okay. Yeah. Yep, we're going to go on to our thing. Okay, we're going to buy some new boots. You like the boots? No? Yeah, no. Somebody's buying some boots. I don't know. Yeah, they're quite nice, aren't they? You like those? Can you see them? Yes, you can. Okay, no. We're going to look at this. Look at this, please. Okay.
Cada viaje deja huella en nosotros, pero también lo hace en el planeta. Y Yati pretende inspirar esas mentes viajeras para que entre todos...
Okay, listen. This is an interview. For the speaking, this is B2 level. This is B2 level. Okay? Can you hear? Can you hear? Yes? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right.
Yes.
Thank you. All right. Let's listen to our friend and see what happens.
Tell me your name, please.
My name is Eldar.
Now, Eldar, I'd like
Oh. Just
you to speak on your own for about 1 minute. Tell me something about a holiday that you have enjoyed.
Okay, last year I went to Turkey. Turkey
Excuse me.
has a beautiful beaches on the Mediterranean coast of Mediterranean Sea. So it was very nice. A warm climate, a very good sea, and so there was a good hotel. So I enjoyed this holiday. So just swimming, lying on the sand, and taking, how to say. So it just very good holiday. I want to go this year. I want to go to Turkey.
How many weeks holiday do you generally have each year?
So I have a 1 month holiday.
And where do people in your country usually go on holiday?
So I think the most popular places are United Arab Emirates and Turkey.
Finally, do you prefer to relax or be active on a holiday?
So yes, I want to be active. I like playing football and swimming and other outdoors games.
Thank you.
Now, that was the first question. Now, the first question, as you saw there, is actually an introduction question. So is that, the examiner will say, would you like an introduction question? The examiner will say, would you like an introduction question? And we'll maybe talk about holidays or the weather or food or your family or something like this. Okay? That's completely optional. It does not give you any extra points. Okay? It doesn't give you any extra points. But I want you to notice the problem that this candidate has in this exam is not necessarily about their pronunciation, but it's the timing of the word. So it's the intonation of the word. Okay? So let's listen to the first question.
Now we're going to discuss something together. The question is it better to buy food in a market than in a supermarket? What do you think?
Is it better to buy food in a market or in a supermarket? What an easy question.
So I think both places have their own advantages and disadvantages. For example, in market you can buy fresh products, but also so they can be quality can be low and so they can be dirty. In some markets maybe quality is good standard, but these products can be not fresh and maybe with some chemicals and maybe genetically modified products. You can.
The thing about markets is that they're interesting places to visit, aren't they?
Yes, sure. Many people. So you can talk with our people. So.
Where do you usually do your shopping for food?
Mostly I shop in supermarkets because they're near my house.
Yes. The thing is that you can't find special and interesting kinds of food in supermarkets, can you? They're all just the same as each other.
Yes. Because I think products are mostly standard, so you can find anything special in supermarkets. You have to go to maybe to markets if you want to find.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, here's a picture of boys in the school. please tell me what you can see in the picture?
So it's pupils discussing, I don't know, maybe we're discussing their school life, and so I see teacher. He's looking at them with interest.
Can you tell me how you think the people are feeling and what you think is going to happen in a minute or two?
I don't know. Maybe one people he's telling a joke about this teacher, and maybe so we will be very surprised when we will see.
Okay, thank you very much. Can I take that back? Now.
Okay, so he was describing the picture. Fair enough. He didn't give much of a description, but we didn't see it, so we don't know. Let's see the role play.
Now we're going to take part in a role play, and here is a card with a situation on it. So your teacher wants to discuss why you haven't handed in any homework recently, and I am your teacher. All right?
So your teacher wants to discuss why you didn't do your homework.
Start. So, hello Eldar, please come in.
Hi.
Do you know why I wanted to see you today?
Yes, I know.
Why?
I haven't done my homework.
No. For how long?
Sorry?
How many times have you not done your homework?
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Okay, 3 times. I mean, you're a very good student, aren't you, generally? So what's wrong? What's the problem?
You know, my friends arrived last week in London, so I spent a lot of time with them together. So we go clubbing and something like this. So that's why I didn't.
Okay, I understand now. Please, next time, can you tell me if something like this is going to happen?
Okay, sure.
And is there any chance that you can get your homework done in the next 3 or 4 days?
Yes, I'll try. I'll try to do it.
Okay, when can you finish it by?
I don't know, maybe in 1 week.
Okay, that sounds good. No problem. Thank you very much. That's the end of your test.
Okay, so thank you very much. That's the end of your test. Okay. Questions. I won't ask you the questions. I'm going to tell you what was the biggest problem with this. The biggest problem with this was that the interviewer was having to talk more than the person who's doing the exam. So the interviewer was talking more than the candidate. So that's something which we need to prevent, please. Okay? So let's go back to where we were and let us now practice some more speaking, please. Okay? Go on, get down here. Yeah. Okay. Having a pet really helps people. Do you agree? Having a pet really helps people. Do you agree? Do you understand? Okay. Having a pet, remember that's an animal. Normally it's a cat or a dog or a mouse. Normally it's not a donkey or a monkey or an elephant, right? So having a pet really helps people. Do you agree? Yeah, I'm going to put you in to some rooms. I'm going to ask you to discuss this now. We'll have There's less people here. So we'll just have 3 rooms. Okay? 3 rooms. So I want you to decide then, please, in your 3 rooms, 15 people, having a pet really helps people. Do you agree? Say something. It doesn't matter. Give your argument. And the next person who wants to speak must say the opposite. And then the next person must say the opposite, and the opposite, and the opposite. Don't agree, please. Don't agree. So whatever somebody says, you must disagree. You must decide which order you're going to speak in, please. Okay? And because you're going to be in your little rooms, I think it's a good idea to put your cameras on. So I'm going to give you 8 minutes now to discuss this. Are you ready? Yes, of course you are. So here's our question. I will write it for you. Go to your rooms. Everybody. Can you see your invitation to join a room? Please. Yep. Leticia, Lourdes, Miguel. Believe in. This Lourdes. Okay, I did come back. All right, good to see you back. Good to see you back. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, then who's here? Ah, there we go. Maria Gonzalez. Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, Joshua. How are you?
Yeah, good to see you. Okay. So Maria Gonzalez, there we go. Having a pet really helps people. Do you agree?
I was discussing with the girls, and I don't agree with this statement because having a pet would be something really, really stressful for someone who is working, who has a social life, and it's not helpful from my point of view.
It's not helpful, but remember, when you're at home, and especially if you're alone, you know, a pet is quite good company. If it's a dog or a cat or something like this, isn't it?
Not for me, really, because it's something more that I need to have in my mind. So it would be more stressful. And also we've been discussing that it could be also more expensive to have a pet.
Well, I mean, really, I don't know. You can share your food with a pet. You can share your bed with a pet. You don't have to buy clothes. I mean, think about compared to having a child, it's really cheap.
Oh yes, of course, comparing to a child, it would be a fantastic option, but it's not a child, it's a pet and it's also consuming both resources on your head, on your bank, and also of your social life, because you would be more, you will have a more restrictive social life if you want to bring your pet with you. For example, if we are speaking about a dog.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but also a dog can protect you. So if you're going out late at night to a dark place, if you've got a dog with you, you're going to be much safer.
Well, not really, because if you are in a very dangerous situation, a dog won't save you.
Well, it will, more than a cat. A cat won't save you at all.
Well, you have a point there, but honestly, it won't be really helpful from my point of view, as I said before, in terms of the expenses that you have at the end of the month. Not at all, especially nowadays, how life is.
But it's good to have these responsibilities. Don't you think? To share with an animal, to share your life, your home.
Well, sharing the home, it won't be a bad idea if you don't think about the hair that they lose along the house, right?
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, then. What about, who else have we got down here then? Miguel Angel. Come on, Miguel Angel. Good to see you once again. Good to see you there. So, Miguel Angel, having a pet really helps people. What's your opinion on this? Do you agree?
It could be useful for people who are alone, and especially if they need to avoid this loneliness. Mm, I can find that, for instance, a dog needs to go out for a walk, and the person who is in charge must do the same, and it is a good exercise, physical exercise for both. So
It is, yes, but it's not actually a substitute for human contact. An animal will never criticize you, it gives no judgment, and that's making it a bit false, like the relationship.
maybe, but we can see most people with pets, in spite of the fact that I suppose that it's compulsory to do some process, administrative process to legalize your pet. I have no idea about that, but I know that if you have a hen to get the eggs, just a hen, only one hen, you must follow this administrative process.
Okay, but I don't think you could really call a chicken or a hen a pet, could you? That's a domestic animal, but it's domesticated for some kind of use.
You don't imagine how Kafkian can be the administration, at least the Spanish administration.
But having a chicken.
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right. Well, that's like the program. What do we classify as a pet? But thank you very much. So exactly 2 minutes there. 2 minutes. Thank you very much. Nice talking to you, as always. Okay. And let's try again then. Let me listen to you two. I need two volunteers. Let's see. Nuria and Miguel. Miguel, are you there? Okay. Nuria and yep, Nuria.
I'm here.
Ah.
Yes,
And
I'm here.
Miguel, are you there?
Miguel Vicente?
Miguel Vicente. Okay. Miguel Vicente. Nuria, I want you to ask the question. Okay. And Miguel, I want you to answer, please. Okay. So Nuria, ask the question and Miguel answer for 2 minutes. Take it away.
Hello, Miguel. What do you think about having a pet? Do you think that it really helps people?
Well, I think that having a pet really don't help people, and I think it's a waste of time, and it's a waste of money, because in these days you have to spend a lot of money in vacuums, in a lot of things that you have to have for achieve all the requirements of the administrations.
But don't you think that animals, in this case pets, can help people with any disabilities, like children with some problems, or for example, guide dogs can help people in a, what do you think?
No, well, I don't agree with you, because a pet cannot help children. I have to say that I think it's dangerous for children. There are a lot of cases where dogs are barking children, or can injure it. The little children, another pets like cats can scratch children. I think it's very dangerous to have a pet in your house.
Well, but in those cases, I think because these pets are not really accustomed to be with people, and probably the ones that I'm talking about are the ones that are prepared for being with children that have some problems, like, for example, autism. Because I have read a lot of articles and I have seen a lot of videos about children that are, for example, playing with dogs or with horses as well, because there are a lot of therapies that can help people in general, not only children.
Well, I think I don't know if it's proved. We have to have some time to learn about these benefits that you are saying. But I think that in the general, I think that a bird in your jail can give some benefit to a person. I think it's a waste of time.
Okay, thanks for your answers.
Thank you. Excellent. Thank you very much. That's very, very good. Really, really good. Okay, let's try again. Okay, let's try again. Having a pet really helps people. What about having children? Having children really helps people. There we go. Do you agree, Inma? Inma, would you like to argue with Christina Sanchez? Inma, ask the question. Having children really helps people. Ask Christina and see what she thinks.
Hello, Christina.
Hello.
Hello. I wanted to do a question for you. Do you know having children really helps people? Do you agree?
Yes, I agree with that statement, because I think the children is good between two people, but it's important that when you decide have a children, you need a lot of things. For example, a home. You need money, obviously, but I agree with us. Do you agree with this statement?
I agree with this statement, but I think that Depends on the couple because if the husband wants have a children but the woman doesn't, there are a problem in the couple, and in fact, children in this case really helps the couple. So depends of the moment. I think that when you, as you say, when you decide to have children, you need to have good ideas about what suppose have a children, like pets, as the pets of the other question. Children needs a lot of money, a lot of clothes. I don't know. So really, it's a helps or no? What do you think?
Well, it depends. It's possibly that you want a child, maybe help you, but in other way, if you want a child, you don't know how to. Mm, I don't know, when you need to school, clothes or food or something like that. If you problems to these things, it's possibly that you don't want a child, and it don't help you.
Okay. Thank you, Cristina.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. What about this one then? Having money really helps. What do you think about that? Leticia Hernandez, are you there? Leticia? No? Okay. Maria, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, but I don't know if you listen to me because I'm in the airport now.
You're in the airport. Don't worry. Don't worry. No problem.
Okay.
Okay. Well, what about Mario? Mario, I can see you there. Okay. Mario and Nuria. Mario, I want you to ask Nuria, what do you think? Having money really helps. Do you agree? Mario, what's your question?
Hi, Nuria.
It's me again, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Mario, what do you think? Having money really helps people? What do you think?
Yes, always. Except for me, in the fact of, for example, love, family, and then in all the other things always. For example, you live better because you can buy more things for you, travel more, live some experience that it's impossible if you don't have money. As I said at the beginning, um, in always for it's obvious that, for example, money are not going to get you friends or a girlfriend, but in the other things, of course. And you, what do you think?
Don't you think that probably you have your necessities covered because you have enough money, but what do you think about the rest of the things? I don't know, the work, the health, the the social life. Do you think that with help can help you in a different way or not?
Yes, and it's a bit dangerous because in social life, it's possibly that some people will be near you only because you have money and they want to also uh, live with you some experience. For example, going food to some matches of an sport, or they want to have some clothes and they tell you to buy them. It's dangerous in that way.
Yes, because if you don't have money or you don't have, I don't know, more money than the necessary than the necessary one, you have real friends and people who loves you only in the way you
Mhm.
for the things or the money you have.
Yep.
Okay, Mario, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I mean, those were fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Well done. Okay, good. Okay, then. Wow. Here we go. Here we go. The photographs. What you have to do with them. You know what you have to do. You know what you have to do. You have to describe them. Okay? And who's going to describe them? Let's find somebody to describe them. Remember, it's 1 minute. Remember, there's a lot of things to see, but remember, you're going to go from, bottom up, So you describe the individual thing, and then you give me an overall idea of what's happening, what's the situation. And the chosen one today to tell us this, to describe the two photographs in 1 minute is, please, Jimena. I'm going to show you two photographs. Can you describe them, please?
Hello. Yes, in the photograph on the right, we can see many people eating from the same whole pot, a big pot with food, and they eat with their hands. Apparently, it is a country without many money, with no so much money, a poor country. And in the picture on the left side, we can see people eating in a restaurant or in a house, but they are eating from many kind of plats or foods, and its person is sitting on their own plate. Then it seems like they have money and they can eat whatever they want. Then the both pictures.
Thank you. Thank you. And Maria Angeles, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. Maria Angeles, which photograph would you use if we're talking about sharing food? Which photograph would you choose when we're talking about sharing food, please?
I think the photograph what is about sharing food is the in the photograph of the right, because there are a lot of people in the same feed, in the same dishes. There are 18 in the with the hand. Uh, and there are a little food, and in the other photograph there are a lot of food, and
Okay.
in the photo in the left
Thank you.
there are
Thank you.
okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay then. And let's see. Marlene, please. Which photograph would you choose to talk about sharing food?
If I had to choose one, I will choose the picture on the right, especially if you want to show people like a metaphorical way to that we need to take care about the food that we consume because we are lucky because we usually have hundreds of kilos of food in our fridge. So the other way, we share like the real poverty that there is in the world. We could have like achieve, well, we could make an idea for people that they need to be awareness about what's the meaning of sharing food, and don't buy what you are not going to eat. So I will choose the picture on the right, and that's the meaning, especially because to take an idea and to share that that idea that we need to
Thank
share
you.
food and how to.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, and that's absolutely okay. So both sharing food, but obviously in the first picture, they are sharing food because they have decided that they would like to do this. In the second picture, this is their life. They have no choice. We think. Okay, we think probably. Okay, then good. That's very good. Very good. Very good. And now a role play. Your neighbor has a dog. Is noisy, dirty, and aggressive. Ask your neighbor to keep it under control. Okay, you have a dog which is dirty, which is noisy and aggressive. Ask your neighbor to keep it under control. Okay, Miguel Angel, you have a dog, and your neighbor is called Maria Gonzalez. She doesn't like dogs. She doesn't like any pets, actually. Okay, she has no time for these things. So, Maria Gonzalez, you're going to ask Miguel Angel, please, would you mind keeping your dog under control? Okay. Let me stop my timer. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay. Take it away, Maria.
Hello, Miguel Angel. How are you? Everything fine?
Fine, thanks. And you?
Well, not really good. I'm very sorry to bother you with this issue, but I need your help and support regarding your dog.
Oh,
We are
yes.
yes, I'm a little bit embarrassed to bother you with this, as I said before, but we need to do something with this because your dog is always barking all the day, and it's completely crazy to have every day, every hour, the barking on our mind. So we need to do something, and I need you to take care of the dog in order not to hear it every day.
Oh, I am very sorry to hear about that. Um, Please let me have this dog for 10 days because 10 days, within 10 days, it will be sent to my brother's farm in the countryside. I know that it can make some problems to you, but the it was my uh, um, widow, sorry, my wife's pet, um, and I didn't want uh, to eliminate it.
No, no, no. I'm not talking about, killing the dog, not at all. But we need to do something because, as I say, it's very, very noisy. And also, the neighborhood is completely dirty because of the dog. And I have been reported that the dog is being aggressive with the children. So I think that 10 days is a lot of time to deal with this.
But within 10 days, the problem will be finished. Nevertheless, I
Miguel
try
Angel, but
to.
what happens if the dog bites a child within those 10 days? What should we do? We need to find a solution before that deadline.
Yes. Okay. I'll try to go out with it at night instead of during the well, instead of after the afternoon when children are playing in the in outdoors outdoor.
Well, that will be workable for us. How about the cleaning issue? Would you be keen to? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. All right, that's very good. Okay, and let's try again then. Miguel, you have this dog, a big dog, and Inma doesn't like dogs, especially not Miguel's dog. Okay, so Inma, I want you to knock on Miguel's door. Knock, 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 knock. Miguel opens the door. Big Miguel, right? Tattoos, a big dog, right? What do you say to him?
Hi. Hi, Miguel.
Hello, Inmaculada.
Inma, sorry.
Inma, excuse me.
Sorry, I can I know you, but your dog is killing me.
I don't have any information of that. I haven't seen anything about that.
Yeah, that's why I'm telling you now. Your dog, it's very noise, or in the night, and I can't sleep. So when I get up, I'm very tired, and I go to the office, and I can't work in a good way. So please, keep under control your dog, at
Well,
least in the night.
Well, Immaculada, you have to understand that it's a dog, and the dog has to bark from time to time. I think it's a natural, it's in his nature, and I think you have to be more tolerant with the kind of noise. I don't have any annoying for another neighbors. It's only you, Immaculada.
Because the other neighbors are afraid about talking to you. So in this case, I thought them that I speak to you and say that please um, uh, keep under control your dog, because we can with the noise.
Well, I think that it's something that it's happening with all the neighbors in our city. I think that it's not a problem. My dog is a dog like other dogs. It's not more.
No like other dogs, because your his its barks are very low.
I think that you hear a lot of things, a lot of noise, and I think I don't know if you are annoying with the sound of the cars or with the sound of the planes. I think you are exaggerating a lot with my dog. It's a lovely dog. I think you are not you are confused, Immaculada.
I don't know. I can believe what you are telling me, because you know as me that the dog it's very noisy.
Thank you. Thank you. And that's the end of the test. Okay? That's all good. All good. All your explanations, all your descriptions, all your discussions, all the role plays are really very good. So we understand. Question 10, discussion. Question 11, photograph. Question 12, role play. That's all we need to remember for the moment. If we remember that, that's enough. And then we go on, and next week we'll talk about the writing. Okay? So it's absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Let's see. Let's continue. Now, I want you to see something here. I want you to see something first. Can't find it. Oh, excuse me. There we go. I want to look at this now. So look at this interview, which is going to be a little bit different from the previous interview. Okay? A little bit different from the previous interview. Can you see the new? Can you see it? Let's look. This is our standard.
¿Crees que este paraíso necesita cemento y hormigón?
Yes. No.
Hola, soy
Yeah.
Gorka Ochoa y esta joya natural es la...
Okay, he's going to start telling us about something. We understand. Look, there's a beautiful place. It looks like the seaside. It's quite nice. Let's continue. This is what we want to watch. This is the standard. If you want to be C1, you need to reach this standard to speak. Okay, this is your target, right? So let's watch. Let's watch.
Could you tell me your name, please?
My name is Luca Frassinetti.
Luca, I'd like you to speak on your own for about 1 minute and a half. What are your personal and career ambitions?
Okay, so this person has agreed that they would like to have the extra question to discuss, to talk about things, okay? So he's been asked a personal question about his ambitions in the future. Okay?
I work, at the moment I'm working for a publisher called Donning Kindersley. I am a production editor and well, I'm aim to develop my career within the same field, possibly moving up to a managerial position within the production editorial team.
That's your career ambitions. What about your personal ambitions?
Personal? Well, I'm planning, I attended a HND course 8 years ago. I'm planning to develop my studies further and take a BA soon. I think that's probably the most important ambition at the moment, is I increase my knowledge within the field of publishing.
And can you remember back to when you were younger? Have your ambitions changed since you were a child?
Yeah, quite a lot. When I was a child, I wanted to be a florist. So obviously, I went quite far away from that.
Tell me why you wanted to be a florist.
I don't know, probably because when I was a kid, I just, I think maybe you don't have the same view of the world that you develop when you get a bit older. And so obviously being a florist seemed something quite exciting and
thank you very
artistic.
Now we're going to discuss something together. The question is it more important for society to have scientists than artists? What do you think?
I think that it's very important to have scientists, and probably I would give more input in, more funding into science than art. But I also think that artists are very important for the development, personal development of people. So obviously I wouldn't I wouldn't stress the importance of artists as well.
Okay, I want you to be decisive here. So I'm
is
going
that
to...
one or the other?
Yeah.
I believe science is more important than art for the progress of a society.
But artists reflect the world and help people understand and interpret the world, so doesn't that make them more important?
It might, but without science there would be no progress, and there would be, I think, the society would not be able to focus on other things, such as art.
But you mentioned progress, but life will be boring with scientific progress. We need painting, sculpture and theatre.
Science can be artist can be creative. We've seen latest development of cells made in a laboratory. We've seen, the sheep cloned completely. It has an element of creativity in it.
They're just copying nature. They're not designing them themselves.
They're not copying nature because nature wouldn't produce a clone, for instance. So obviously, it's something different. It's created within itself.
Thank you very much. Now, here are two pictures showing teenagers. These pictures are being considered for a book about teenage identity. Please talk about the pictures and say how the way the young people are dressed shows what they want to say about themselves.
Well, the top one, there's two girls. They've got very flamboyant dresses and hairdos. And the bottom one, there's a guy, a boy wearing some quite ordinary teenage clothing. I think teenagers, they try to either identify themselves within a certain society and within a certain way of thinking, or they actually go the other way and they try to detach themselves from the dominating culture and expressing themselves in a very different way to express their belonging to the culture where they live in. And so the top one is where they want to express themselves outside the dominating culture, and probably the bottom one is the one that is more conforming themselves.
So which one of these pictures would you choose for the book about teenage identity, and why?
I mean, I would say that both are just as good, because if I think back at my teenage, I mean, I had elements of my personality where I wanted to be part of the society, and elements where I wanted to be outside it, express myself, and where I disagreed with everything that was going on. And so obviously, I think it would be wrong to choose either one or the other.
Okay, thank you very much. Please turn that over. And here is a situation which describes a role play. Please read the situation to yourself.
Yeah.
So, I am a guest at the party and I think you are a famous actor. So, I start. Excuse me, could I have your autograph, please?
Why would you want that?
But you're a famous person. You're Russell Crowe. I really loved your last film.
I think you must be wrong. I'm sorry, but I'm not a famous actor.
But you look just like him.
I might, but I'm afraid that I'm not.
Oh, don't be shy. I mean, I won't tell anybody else. I'm sure you must be Russell Crowe.
No, you must believe me, I'm not Russell Crowe.
I know it's difficult that you don't want people to recognise you, but I'm sorry, I have recognised you. I can't pretend that you aren't Russell Crowe, because you are.
I'm really sorry, but I think you're mistaken. I'm not.
Do you have a lot of trouble with people thinking you're Russell Crowe?
It's never happened before, so obviously I think you need an eye test.
It's not Russell Crowe, it's Richard Burton. You're Richard Burton.
Isn't he dead?
Oh yes, so it is. Sorry. No, I don't mean Richard I mean Richard Bacon.
Richard Bacon, I have no idea who that is.
He's a famous actor as well.
It's not me then.
But are you sure? I mean, what do you do? Are you a writer or an actor?
I work in an office, so no, I have no no intent to be actor or anything.
Okay, well, I'm sorry to have disturbed you.
That's okay.
Thank you very much.
What did we notice about him? What did we notice there? What was that? Do you think that was good enough to pass C1? Was that good enough for C1?
Yes, I think so.
Absolutely, good. What did you notice about the first question where they said about artists or scientists? Was that a difficult question? Marlene says yes, it was a difficult question. Why?
Especially because, well, you need to choose one of them. So, and you have to fight only because of one of them. But the examiner argues, I really felt that were strong to lose you in your arguments. So, I don't know, that's my point of view.
Okay. And also because it was a very abstract idea. Yeah, it's a very abstract idea to actually give the arguments why artists might be more important. Okay. But what about the last one? What about the role play? What did you think about that, Miguel? Miguel Vicente, what did you think about the role play?
Well, I don't remember in the role play. The role play where they are confusing with the actor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it was a comfortable position for the person which was being intervened with the question. Because he only had to maintain the position of to say no, I'm not this actor. I think is easier than other questions.
Absolutely, well done. Yeah, that is the question. The question is that was a very difficult one because he just said, no, I'm not. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. The argument didn't really develop very. Okay, so you need always to open the arguments in the discussion to make them a little bit more diverse so that they don't just go the same way. Yes, no, please keep your dog away. Yes, I will. No, I won't. I don't like dogs. My dog is beautiful, So it's got to be a little bit developed, a little bit more developed. Okay, lovely. Okay, that's it then. We'll be finishing now for the moment.